What's up, guys? This is HTCRC. I haven't did one of these videos in quite a while, so I'm gonna do a quick look at my Slash here that I converted over to like a car. And as y'all can see here, I'm just running some basic, some I guess some Ofino wheels on here. They, even though they're mixed max, but they're durable for what I need it for. Just an experiment for right now. And as you can see, my body is pretty much beat up pretty bad. I put this joker through the ringer. And you can see here, got splits here, splits there. Let's look here. Had quite a few major crashes on it, but I do have a spare body that I was planning on using pretty soon, but I'm not using it right now. But yeah, you can see I did use some carbon fiber on the outside of it, but it looks pretty horrible right now. Let's see what's under the hood. Alright, here we go. You can see here, got some straps that I was using to put on to hold my batteries down, but I had to do a little modification for my batteries. Well, I guess this deal here, to raise it up so I can run. So when I do run a dual setup for my batteries, I ain't got to worry about them being all flimsy where, if I hit something, they end up coming out. But I mean, overall, it holds up pretty good. I can't say that. I just got to do a little modification to the front here. Got to get something for that to raise it up a little bit so it'll be pretty much flush. But alright, here's my ESC here, Hobby Wing 150, and as you can see, I got a massive cat pack on here, and it works tremendously well. Now, what else do and my motor. I don't know if I can see if my camera can focus. Just running this 1/8 scale G-force motor. See if I can get a good look. Yep, 2430. That's what it is. I just normally just run it on 4S. I ain't never really ran it on 6. Just try to pretty much try to be safe about it, so I don't have no heat issues. And I'm running an energy transmission back here. It's real reliable, pretty good for what I'm using it for. My gears here, I'm just pretty much using Traxxas spur gear here, and I got my pinion gear here. I think it's a 24, and I think this in here is a 30, maybe a 36 or 38, but it's pretty durable. I like it. And I'm also running the GPR shocks. Yeah, that's right, GTR shocks from the Revo. Very good setup. They're really nice. I'm also running the standard axles on here. They're holding up pretty good so far. I ain't had no issues. I thought about going to the steel ones, but so far these been holding up, so that kind of saved me a little bit of money. Standard turnbuckles, nothing really fancy besides I'm using the chassis. Oh, excuse me. Got the fall down on me. Alright. Am I using the Slash, I guess the low center of gravity chassis. Works pretty well. Let's see if I can get a good look at the servo here. I think I'm using a Spectrum servo. Works tremendously well. It's a major big difference from using the standard one. It's a little bit more stronger. It can handle a little bit more better at higher speeds. And I'm also, my shock towers here, I'm using the Pro line shock towers here with the I guess the inserts that you screw in there. Then you put the little caps on top, holds your body down. Works a lot better than the standard ones, just my opinion. And I'm using the front ones like that as well. They work pretty well as well. All right. My shocks here, I think they're the GTR ones, the blue ones. They work pretty good. I like them. I ain't had no issue with them. Been using them for over a year now, so they're pretty good. And another thing that I also added onto my car here, I did a wide mod. But only difference with mine is I'm using the Astro Pro Track from Proline. I'm using those, and they work extremely well for this application. And I got them as well on the rear, same exact particular kind, as you can see there, Proline. I don't know why this sucker don't want to stand on here. And I also, let's see, well, I just was having a lot of issues with my car staying grounded, so I just grabbed some AA batteries, got 4 of them, wrapped them up in tape, just put them on my RPM bumper here, and I also made some water posts as well. I think these here are from an Emax. I don't know the part number on these, but they work extremely well. And I got the extended post, the ones that you upgrade on your Rustler, your Slash, or your Bandit, or whatever. Works extremely well if if you're running the setup that I'm running. And the spacer that I'm using, that comes from from a Rustler or a Slash as well. What holds your ESC on, to raise it up a little bit more where you can slide your battery in. I'm using that spacer as well, and I'm using a bottom spacer down here. Just a little light deal I was putting here, but nothing important. And I'm also using a little spacer down here. It works extremely well, pretty strong. Only issue is, you might have to get put some kind of cushion up here, so when you're running your car, you ain't got to worry about it going in. I was having that issue as well, but I fixed that problem, so that's no big deal. As you can see, I got RPM. I guess you would call that like the shock tower. I'm not really sure, but that's RPM, and I also got one in the back here. It's RPM. They're pretty good, pretty straight. And I'm still running the standard caster blocks here. I ain't had no issues so far. I'm very lucky that I haven't, but every other car that I've ran the standard caster blocks in, it always breaks. But this one, for some reason, I guess it holds up pretty good. But yeah, I guess looking at my car here, I don't know if anything else I had went over. Oh, it's wheels. 17mm adapters. Pretty doable. It's something I ain't had no issues with. And another thing I try to perfect is the vibration on my ride. I try to make these turnbuckles here. I want to try to get them where they're as stiff as possible, where when you run your car, even when you got it standing here. You don't want these to move. You don't want no vibration. Try to eliminate as much vibration as possible. And that's my goal with this car. You know, I haven't perfected yet, but it's still in the process. I'm still working on it. It's going to take a little time. I've been working on it for quite a few months and haven't got there yet, but I do have some ideas on some stuff that I'm planning on trying. And guys, if you got any suggestions, any ideas, please just hit me up on my channel. I guess this will be it for this I guess preview for my Slash here. A 1/8, well, I call it a 1/8 scale, because that's basically what it is, pretty much. Alright guys, I'm signing off, and I see y'all in the next video. Alright, peace.